Well, hello everybody. Jason up, New Age Revolution car. Walmart, leaving Walmart actually. Just a quick drop in. Haven't seen you in a few days. Uh, tonight, tonight is possible. Tonight is possible to come do a show. Uh, Friday night is guaranteed a live show. Guaranteed. The kids are sleeping over my dad's house, so guaranteed we'll be going live Friday night for maybe a nice 2 hour get together. Tonight, I might return to the visually iconic images of the 80s where we just find a picture or find a logo or whatever and just talk about that. But it's probably going to be themed because I came live to tell you that something is brewing in my brain about toys. I told you that I have struggled to collect or struggled to want to collect anything. uh, but tonight's visually iconic images is going to be a discussion about a toy line that I have decided to collect. Not all of it. Not all of it. My toy collecting strategies are going to be a little different. My toy collecting strat, as the children say on the streets, is going to be a little different. Uh, if it's not a, let's see, if it's not a toy, if it's a deep toy line, if there's a lot of figures, I'm not going to collect all of them. There's no room and prices are stupid. So I've decided to collect certain figures from certain lines or certain series from certain lines. And we're going to talk more about that tonight with the return of visually iconic images of the 80s. But I also have now with the addition of the garage, folks, the garage changes the game a bit for me. And it will continue to change the game going forward because eventually, and I'm talking over the next few years, the garage is likely going to become even more mine and more space will be available to me in the garage as the children get older and the Nerf gun bins disappear and the scooters disappear and things like that. There's going to be more room for me, and that opens the door for more toy collecting. Now, what kind of toys, you ask? Well, I have regretted not caring about re-releases of stuff lately. And I know I have been very against re-releases of He-Man, of the Turtles, of Ghostbusters, the retro toys like the Super Mario figures, the Sonic figures, even the Simpsons. The Simpsons have always had great figures out. And then going up a notch to the NECA figures, all the horror NECAs. I only collected Friday the 13th, but there's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff out there that pays homage to our toys. And I ignored them. I didn't like them. I even spoke out against them because they weren't for me. But I think I regret that because they are not so bad, and they are a heck of a lot cheaper than what's out there now, or what we would try to collect now. Our toys. If we went back and bought our toys, carded He-Man figures from the '80s, forget it. I mean, you just don't even bother. I mean, the Wind Raider. So when I get into tonight's talk, I don't want to give too much away. When I get into tonight's iconic images of the '80s discussion, because I'm picking an iconic image purposely tonight to talk about the journey in the collection, which some of you already know about. Colin from Canada definitely knows about it. But if you went back to buy a nice boxed Wind Raider from He-Man today, even opened with open box, you're looking at $250. You're looking at $150, and I gotta be smarter as I get older with money and not just throw it around. Uh, but that doesn't mean that there's not fun stuff. Now, the fun stuff that I'm going to be buying, I'm only doing this because I have the garage now. Before, I didn't have any space. My room, you've seen my room go through a few transitions. You've seen me uh, pack stuff away. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to the toy aisles at Target, at Walmart, at Ollie's, at potentially Big Lots, because I'm very upset with myself for missing the retro turtle releases that have happened twice in the last several years. Twice. Playmates or whoever, I forget who's doing it, but twice they have re-released the original Turtles. On the original card back, the 4 Turtles, Splinter, Shredder, April, Bebop, Rocksteady, I think Baxter Stockman, Krang, and maybe Mon. And they were $9.97, folks, at Walmart. And I saw them as recently as 6 months ago. And now they're on the secondary market for $30 a piece. And Walmart, the 2 that I've gone to, they don't have them. I saw a Mondo Gecko today for $9.97, which I probably could have bought and flipped. And at the other Walmart, last night they had a Baxter Stockman. Again, probably could have gotten $15-16 for it flipping. I'm not going to do that. And I didn't get them because I figured I'm not going to buy re-release Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 87 packaging or whatever for $40 a piece on eBay. The passion's just not there for that, so I'm not going to get them. But today at Walmart, I bought 2 of the 2003 re-release Nickelodeon Turtles. Liam had, and they're pretty close to the originals. I like these. So here's the first addition to the new 80s revolution toy collecting. Now, doesn't it's over for the 80s stuff? Of course not. Of course not. And we're going to make that announcement tonight. But here we go. And where is this going? This is going in my garage. This is Raphael. This is going in the garage. They didn't have any more of this series at Walmart. So I don't know if this is an old restock at Walmart, because there was only the 4 Turtles. There were no bad guys. There was nothing in this carting. They had the there's an ambulance coming. I got to pull over. They had the new Turtle line, the new movie Turtles. They had retro vintage 87 Turtles style, but they were the movie magic ones or movie mayhem ones. I don't want those. So I got this. This is Raphael in the 2003 re-release, and then I got Michelangelo. They had Donatello, they had Leonardo. However, they had an error card. They had Donatello with a Leonardo name tag, and it was sealed. So these are going in the garage, and I'm going to get the other 2 probably in the next day or 2, because I can't rest until I have them. And I'm going to keep them carded, and I'm going to pin them up in the garage, and that's going to be that. And if I see some retro re-release stuff here and there, I'm going to grab those too. And I started looking at some cool Legos, retro Legos. They have a Polaroid camera. They obviously have a Nintendo. They have a Pac-Man arcade. I don't know about all that. Those are super expensive, but we're going to be doing a little bit of a different run here, because I need to collect. I need to be excited about going to stores. I need to check out Ollie's. I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff, but anyway, that's the live drop in. We've got 2 2003 Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle re-release figures from Walmart, $9.97 a piece. They're going to be hanging in the garage, and I just think it's going to bring a little color and a little joy to the garage again. More than I have brought to the garage. Remember, Funko Pops we're going to be getting, NECA figures we're going to be paying closer attention to, and I I've turned over a new leaf with accepting these re-releases. Don't worry, like I said, the 80s stuff will never go away. There is a brand new collection starting this year, this Christmas, and before and prior to Christmas, I'll be picking off the first series of a line, including the play sets, which I will tell you about tonight. That is all. We will see you tonight. Good night now.